The final game on Sunday then saw Colombia beat Poland by 3-0. I tell you what, Stevie, Colombia are better when they've got 11 men, aren't they?
I told you that.
Goodness
you would
me.
never believe me.
They look great.
But they are great because they've got great players as well. They play as a unit, they play as a team. And okay, we can turn around today and say they won against Poland easily. But you know what? They should have won against Japan with 10 men. So I'm not surprised at what I saw today.
They looked superb, didn't they?
They did, and they had a little bit of variety in the attack. It didn't just have to go one route, and that's the difference between them and Poland. Poland only had one option, just pump it long, and when that wasn't working, they didn't have a backup plan.
That's make you feel young watching Poland play, Paul.
Thank you, Dan. I thought from the get-go they were absolutely magnificent. Hammers was at it constantly. Falcao along the back line was absolutely superb. Barrios in the middle of the park, his legs were incredible. It just covered so much ground. I just thought they were so superior to Poland. Poland were very disappointed.
Very poor.
Very, very poor. And the amazing thing is, why was James Rodriguez left out in the opening game? That you can never understand. When you see this Colombia team look as good as they are, Poland on the other hand, as you rightly say, I'm tempted to say one-dimensional, but I'm not sure that even does that justice, in that they're just trying to get the ball to Lewandowski. Once they had to come out to play, it became embarrassing. And in the end, Colombia deserved it and probably could have scored a whole lot more.
Let's just take a look then what that means to the group. It was always going to be a tough one to call, even more so now. Take a look at this. Japan after the draw against Senegal, level on points with Senegal on 4, Colombia on 3. The final matches in this group will see Japan take on Poland. You've got to fancy Japan in that one. And then really all to play for as Senegal take on Colombia. Who have you got then, Stevie?
I've got Colombia beating Senegal.
Yeah.
Going through, yeah. Yeah, I was impressed with Senegal in the first game. They looked disciplined, they played as a team, they were together, and I thought, oh, I've not seen this before. But then I thought today against Japan, they looked a little, they just looked as though they'd lost concentration from what they did in the first game. So Colombia, as you've seen, I like Colombia. I fancy Colombia to go a long way in this, so I'm taking Colombia to beat them.
Colombia and Japan to go through?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. As long as the Senegalese goalkeeper doesn't make any huge mistakes. I mean, poor guy just comes out fishing for that ball. And had that not happened, Japan would have had to create something on their own.
Who have you got going through?
As much as I had Senegal...
You've got Senegal go through the semi-finals, yeah, before?
To the quarters.
Yes, right.
To the quarters.
Right. How are you feeling about that prediction?
Not comfortable at all. I think Japan get the better of Poland. I think Colombia, without question, the best team in this group. Japan made the most of the break that they got with the sending off. And in all honesty, I thought Japan were better than Senegal, despite having to come from behind both times. Colombia, Japan.
Yeah, same. I mean, no two ways about it. I mean, today, Japan, if they're going to put the ball in the back of the net with some unbelievable chances that they had, I mean, they'd have been out of sight. But I agree with everybody.
Well, for a lot more on this game, and indeed a reflection on England's extraordinary win, eh, Paul? Against Panama.
Extraordinary.
Sure.
Jammy.
Check out ESPN. Jammy.
Jammy.
ESPN FC later today, exclusively on ESPN Plus.